So after a DW arrest, people feel terrible, and everybody in the world is mad at them, right? But the truth is, they've still got to go to work. They've still got to provide for their family. They've still got to pick up their kids and do all the things that are associated with having a life. And so the most important thing that you need to do after a DWI is hire attorneys that will request the ALR hearing within 15 days. I don't need to get all the nuance in it, but essentially, as long as you request that hearing within 15 days of your arrest, you're going to have months and months that you can legally drive with no restrictions on your driver's license. That's going to give you time to figure out what you need to do. It's going to have time for your case to go to court. It's going to free up a lot of that anxiety and worry that you have. So just make sure after a DWI, you get in there, request your ALR hearing, and then take your breather. After that, things will slow down. You'll go to court. Things will be fine. But we really have to get that ALR request within 15 days. So you got to move a little quick after a DWI. So a mistake that we've seen is that we'll have clients who 2 years after their DWI arrest start telling us about witnesses and about things that they had, pictures and text messages that would have really cleared their name, that would have really helped with their defense. But since 2 years has passed, everybody's gone. You go back to the restaurant that they were at and there's nobody there. So after a DWI arrest, you want to get some of your defense memorialized as quick as possible, right? If you've got witnesses, you want them to write down what they remember about you that evening, and then you want to store it somewhere safely. If you've got your own pictures, your own video, you want to get all that stuff, give it to your attorney so that we can put it safely in our Dropbox and it's there forever. Because you don't want to be in a situation where 2 years down the line, you're asking for a favor from the judge, or you're about to go to court, you're about to head to trial, and you say, I have all this evidence, but it was all gone because 2 years ago I didn't take steps right after my DWI to memorialize it. So after DWI, make sure you got all that stuff and make sure that you keep it somewhere safe. So DWI is a constantly changing kind of niche area within criminal defense. And so it's not the time to get like a personal injury lawyer. It's not the time to get a divorce lawyer that does a little criminal law on the side. Look for DWI attorneys who have either been former prosecutors or who have handled hundreds, if not thousands of other DWIs. You want somebody with experience. Also, make sure that you talk to ones that are willing to set your case for trial. They're willing to fight the case. They're not just looking to get you in there and plea you out as fast as possible. If they start talking about, hey, we're going to take a deal at the first court date or something like that, you got the wrong attorney, okay? DWIs are complicated. They have a lot of evidence. They take time. You're going to want to have good, experienced attorneys that are going to walk you through that process, whether it takes a year, whatever it takes to get you that best possible outcome. So with respect to money, nobody ever expects or plans to get arrested, right? It's always this thing that just comes out of nowhere. And so with fees, you're going to look for attorneys that have payment plans and flat fees. You're not going to want to get taken advantage of by some law firm that comes in and can't tell you what it's going to cost, right? That's kind of the red flag that, hey, this may be a law firm that sees this as an opportunity to create lots of billable hours and all this kind of stuff. At BRCK, we always have one fee. It's a free consultation. Everything is included. If you need a trial, you need a trial. It is what it is. Whether it takes 6 months or 3 years, that fee that you pay us up front includes everything. We're never going to come back to you and ask you for more money or anything like that. That's not how we work. The most important thing is that we get you the best possible outcome. And, a lot of times that means that we're going to have to make a lot of appearances. And it means that we're going to go to court for a long time. And it means that we're going to have to set a case for trial. And it means that we're going to have to do all the things necessary that take time and energy. And so that's what you're looking for with criminal defense attorneys.